Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone, welcome back to a new year, 2023. We're a few years, hopefully, past this pandemic, and we're going strong. So, I hope you guys have some good plans for the new year. Hopefully, you have some new goals for the new year. Hopefully, not too many goals for the new year, though. I think too many times we get overwhelmed with getting a full list or Rolodex of things that we want to accomplish and these resolutions, but this is what I want to become. And it's just, sometimes it's overwhelming. You got to stick to just a few things that you want to be better at. But before we get into this, we're sponsored by New Clean Commercial Cleaning, and we're, New Clean Commercial Cleaning is a company that operates from Burley all the way to Rexburg right now. And the podcast offer for you guys right now, if you need any janitorial specialists in your life, with cold and flu season happening upon us, if you call in at 208-254-7070 and say, hey, I heard about you guys on the podcast, they will give you a free electrostatic sterilization spray, absolutely for free. No strings attached, just to help you reset your office, keep your employees with less sick days, and keep you guys more productive in the office. That's what it's all about right now. We're going into 2023. We want to go in with vengeance and with profitability on our minds, and we want to protect our employees. So now, as we're going into this new year, as business owners and business leaders, what are we thinking about as we're going into the new year? I know too many times I think, in the past I've set goals and I'm like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And I want to grow my companies because of X, Y, and Z. Because I just want to grow. I just want to be this dominating force in the marketplace. Well, that's all great, And I know we've talked about this before, but why? Why do you want to grow? Why do you want to be the size that you want to be? Whatever the goal is. Maybe you're not $1 million company yet. Maybe you want to hit 2 million. Maybe you want to hit 10 million. Maybe you want to hit 100 million. Whatever it is, why do you want to get there? What's the purpose of you getting there? Is it for future acquisition and you have a goal? But if you hit this point, you have an acquisition and the amount of money that you're going to acquire from that acquisition, okay, that's a good goal. Awesome. I commend you. As long as you have something in mind of why you're doing it, great, and if that's the case, and if you have that amount of money that you want to, put in your pocket after you're acquired with your company, then do you have a goal? Why do you need that money? Why do you want that much money? Obviously, it's great to have that much money, but what is that going to provide for you in your life at that point? Do you have an objective for that money? Is that going to do something for you and your family at that time? Because if you have a plan up to the point of you selling, I'm talking to future me, way out in the future if this happens later on. And to us as well, as business leaders and owners in the future. If we don't have something planned in the future and we've always been this hunter personality, and all of a sudden we sell our companies and we don't have any goals past that, and we're sitting on this mountain of money, who do we become? Who's our identity at that point? Do we wake up the next day and we're thinking, who am I? I'm looking in the mirror. What do I do today? Or do you have something in mind with that money? Are you going to buy another company? Are you going to invest into things that you can then become another hunter for? Even though you might not need additional money from the sale of the business you're going to sell. Once you've been a hunter, you can't always just turn that right off. You're going to need something to keep you busy, unless you have other hobbies, unless you have other things that you want to put your mind and efforts to. Maybe you have other service related things you want to put your mind to. So that's one side of things. That's one side of your goal. So that's if you were going to sell or something. If you're going to be acquired, that's great. Say you're like, okay, I just want to make X amount more. I want to become, my company right now makes $500,000. I want to bring it to $1 million a year. Okay, that's great. Why do you want to get to $1 million a year? What is that extra revenue going to do for you? And before you start thinking of revenue, make sure your profitability is on mark, because it's not all about revenue if your profitability is not there. What happens if you're a $500,000 company now and you're making 20%, or you think you're making 20%, but in all reality, you're maybe making 10%. And you go to a $1 million company thinking you're at 20% profitability, and then you find out in all reality, you're only 10%. Wouldn't you rather make 20% of half a $1 million company and do half the work than 10% of $1 million company? Think of it that way. So make sure your numbers are right, because I've been caught in the crosshairs of this one before. Being an early business owner before, and maybe even going through some reorganization and realizing that there's a few things out of tilt and out of tweak a little. You need to tweak a little bit to get to the point that you need to get to in profitability, because it does you no good to grow and to go out there and kill yourself and to get to accrue additional sales when you're not at the profitability you need to be at. So fix that first, and then go and grow and grow and grow and grow. But then I'm going to reverse again. Okay, we're growing. Okay, you're 20%. You're going to go to, you're going to get that $1 million company. Great. You're going to make, $200,000 a year. Great. This is, pre-tax, obviously. What is that going to do for you? What is that kind of money going to do for you and your family? Do you have a dream life kind of envisioned for yourself? How much money is it going to take for you to live the kind of life that you want to live with your family, significant others, loved ones? Maybe you're not married, maybe you don't have children, but what kind of money is it going to take for you to be complete and be, not have that stress on you of financial woes or thinking of, can I afford this or that? But you have everything taken care of. You have the luxuries that you want, and you have enough to put the rest of your, some money with the pile of money. It's nice to think about it. Maybe you can start accruing a pile of money, So what is that number for you? Every person has a different number in their mind. But if you don't have that number, you're just blindly growing your company thinking, I'm just going to just grow and grow and grow. And it's madness, because it's great to continue to grow your company. And obviously I'm not telling anyone to stop growing your company, because I would never say that. But what will bring peace to your mind is if you grow your company with goals in mind. So having a number in your mind, thinking, once I get to this point, I'll be completely happy. And once my company grows beyond that, and I have even more profits coming into my pocket, it's not going to change my life anymore. I'll just put that extra money with the pile, because I've already decided, like, all my needs are met, even my wants are met. So at this point, all that extra money is just going to go helps maybe speed up my retirement process, maybe helps, even fund my children's college funds more aggressively, whatever it is. you can do those kind of things, so have that kind of thing in mind as you're strategically growing your company, because I promise you, it'll bring a lot more peace to your mind as you're growing your businesses. And the stress of running your businesses and thinking, oh, I gotta grow. That eats us all up at times, thinking, oh, freak, I'm not growing. Sometimes you can just relax a little bit, thinking, I'm running a good business. If I've got systems and processes in place, and my customers are happy for the most part. Obviously, no one's perfect as a business or as a business owner. And you're constantly trying to improve yourself. That things are going well. There's nothing to stress about too much. Obviously, there's certain outside perspectives, like COVID-19 or something that just hits us all at once that no one could really plan for. But I'm telling you, you can do this. This will make you a lot happier person as a business leader or as a business owner. So, and this, you don't even have to own a business. If you're just a business leader and you're employed by another business and you're trying to work up the corporate ladder, do the same thing. What number is it going to take for you to live comfortably with your family and for you to be able to accomplish your financial goals? What is it? And then continue to climb that corporate ladder with that in your mind. Because once you hit that mark, then it's going to bring a lot more peace to your mind. Obviously, you don't want to continue to, you don't want to take your foot off the throttle, achieve what you can achieve, but at least that's in your back of your mind thinking, okay, I'm comfortable at where I'm at now. I'm taking care of my family the way I need to take care of my family. I've got all the dots connected right now, and anything more that I earn will just go with the pile financially. Again, still want you to thrive and strive to be that CEO or whatever you want to be, because those are all great things. Because I'm the same type of person. I'm going to continue to strive to grow my company and to be a bigger company, a better company. But I'm telling you, you have that in your back of your mind, it's going to help. So I'm hoping that will help you going into this new year as you're realizing some things, you're jotting down some goals and some even some beliefs for yourself. If you're telling yourself that this is how it can be that way for you. So don't set too many goals for yourself. Set some realistic goals. Reverse engineer your goals. So sit down with your spouse, your significant other, whatever it may be, and say, hey, this, go do a dream session with them, dream with them and say, hey, this is what our dream life would look like, whatever it be, if it's a mastercraft, or if it's this kind of type of house, or if it's this kind of car, or, it's obviously, how many kids you're having, taking care of them in a certain way, vacationing this way, and obviously I would recommend that you guys, help serve people that are around you, because that's where you're going to get more fulfillment as well as you have money. Serving those people, as you're rounding all that out, put a dollar sign to that dream life, and there you go. So as you do that, you're gonna reverse engineer. Okay, that's how much I need. Okay, now I know why I'm going to grow my company to X amount, because that equates to this number, and how much I need to make the profitability because it equates to this number. So that is going to be key for you guys and gals. So go out there and dominate this year, and stay away from the negative Nancy's, like always. And I say negative Nancy. I need to come up with a male version of that, because I don't want to give it a negative connotation just for the females out there, because there are horrible men out there as well. I'm telling you right now. Horrible men out there as well, but stay away from those that are negative, because they just want to bring you misery. So, until next time, go out there and dominate and have a great, great week, and look for those people to love on and to hug your kids, tell them you love them. Adios, guys.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.